we, in our work, we convene conferences from time to time, and we're looking to bring together people and persuade them to invest in Canada, to attract them to the idea of investing in Canada. So I thought, well, Sekou clearly has an ability to translate thoughts into poetry, with an eloquence that clearly goes way beyond what any other speaker usually gives in those kind of contexts. Would he be able to handle this context, was the question in my mind. But I said to the organizers of this, I said, look, I think we're in a context here where we are trying to persuade LA senior business people, CEOs of companies across the digital media space in particular. That was the audience, and I said, this guy will be able to communicate. Could he communicate, though, in a way that would compel people about Canada? He's not from Canada, as far as I knew. He never had any contact with Canada. So there was the challenge. Could he transform the eloquence from that earlier context about talking about things he really felt deeply about into a compelling presentation about Canada? The end result was a very ringing affirmation. The answer was yes, he could. He was easily rated by far the most compelling speaker at that event, and we had some pretty good speakers. His impact was dramatic, and it helped us do what we were trying to do, and that was develop an enthusiasm around the notion of Canada. And he did it in a way that was filled with content that was the result of a series of exchanges between our staff and him that he imbibed and then translated onto the floor. One of the things that's so powerful about Sekou when he makes a presentation like this is that you actually see yourself reflected in a way that is totally surprising, because you didn't expect it to be coming from him. Here's someone from outside our realm of experience, who has dug deep, understands who we are, and speaks it back to us, but in a way that's not rote, that clearly has understood who we are. And so there's a tremendous affirmation that comes from that. And also there's a learning experience, because he has clearly plumbed some depths that we hadn't understood ourselves. And he is giving it back to us in a language that is so compelling, we can't help but feel inspired by it.